and welcome to Literary Hype. I am Stephanie, your Literary Hype Woman.
And I'm John. You've seen me in these videos before.
And surprise, we got married. So here's a little look at how we pulled off our surprise bookish wedding.
And she inherited a dog.
Oh, jeez.
Look how cute she is.
We did the wedding ceremony at the location where we went on our first date, and it happened to be outside and in the rain and in the cold, so that kind of was not as much fun for me, but he wanted it to rain, so he was enjoying himself.
Wanting it to rain and being okay if it did rain are very different. It's going to give us something to talk about for a long, long time, and I don't regret that.
His exact words the night before were, "I want it to rain. Think of the story." I did not. I looked like a drowned rat.
You guys enjoy stories. You read a lot of books. You enjoy a good story, don't you?
And then you guys kiss. You're married. Woo! Girls, this is not a time to headbutt each other.
Don't tempt me.
She'll do it.
We did the reception at Bliss Books and Wine in Kansas City, which is a black female-owned small bookstore and wine bar in Kansas City. So we went there, we checked it out. Like, we went on a tour of all the bookstores in town that you could rent out their space, and that one was our favorite. It had bright, colorful walls, which I love bright color, and they were so incredibly nice and helpful with getting everything pulled together. So that's where we picked for that.
I really enjoyed Bliss. The experience was great. The help was great. The suggestions that the owners and the rest of the staff gave us was exceptional. Can't recommend them enough. It was great.
Question was, how did we get people to our reception without them knowing what they were actually going to? And for that, we really relied on the Literary Hype brand and everything that's been going on with this platform. So we told them it was a Literary Hype Woman partnership announcement party, and I think it worked pretty well.
I think it did too. I was the partner.
Yes, so he's the partner. People didn't know that coming in. When they walked in, they did get some hints, some vibes for it, but we surprised a lot of people.
We did. I wanted to put the wedding off as long as I could because I knew that she was having a big year, and she didn't know that. But yes, I was intentionally pushing the ceremony off for a while because of how much she's been doing with this channel and with the other events that she's been doing. She's had a big year, and I'm very proud of her.
No. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen some of my pictures have like a book page scattering background. So I saw that on Pinterest for a full like table runner, and we decided to do that for the full tablecloths for all of our tables, and I thought it was a good idea to make them myself. I have a little bit of regret with that. How much time did we spend on those?
Well, I didn't do much, but we still spent probably 6 hours over one weekend working on them together, and I really just participated in it, probably a fifth of what it took to do the whole thing. It ended up looking wonderful, but it was a task to do for sure. Not sure if I'd recommend it.
I wouldn't recommend it because as a book lover, it like broke my heart a little bit to tear the pages out of these books, but I did get all of them from thrift stores or from like used book sales that were benefiting some kind of charity so that the money was still going to a good place to help them out. And it was all books that have something to do with us. Like I've I do enjoy Nicholas Sparks. Just the movies tend to be better than the books, which is not something I say often. But we had a couple Nicholas Sparks on there. We had some Outlander, which is a show that we watched together. We had Twilight, which I have made him watch. I don't think he ever remembers it though. He's a big Lord of the Rings fan, so we had The Hobbit.
We get to watch Lord of the Rings now!
Dadgummit, I was hoping you would remember. We both like military history, so there was Unbroken in there. And then there was like Something Blue by Emily Giffin, which was kind of like a hint at the wedding. Just a little bit of a hint, so people who paid attention were able to pick up on some of those little hints that were in there. When we were doing the cleanup, one of the bookstore owners where we had the event was like heartbroken that we were throwing the pages away, so she ended up keeping a couple of them. So they might be popping up in Bliss's social media at some point, which is really cool that they're getting another life beyond our wedding.
To the right, to the right, the right, the right, the left, to the left, to the left, the left, the left. Now kick down, kick down, kick down, kick down. Walk it by yourself. Walk it by yourself and do it.
One of my favorite details from the reception was our cake topper. So he is a big weightlifter and like competes in these ridiculous competitions where he lifts insane amounts of weight. So I found a cake topper that had a guy with a big old weight bar that he was holding over, and the girl was sitting on it. In the one that I saw, she was holding flowers, and so I asked them if they could have her holding a book, and they did. And so I think it's the cutest thing ever. It is very us.
It's very cool.
I loved it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and checking out our kind of bookish wedding vibes and how we pulled it off. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already, because Literary Hype Woman has officially got her hype man. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Are you sure?
It's not gonna, oh God.